The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the new Bitcoin video, 5.49% in green. That's this candle over here. So we're gonna watch that. We're gonna see how that's playing out, because right now or yesterday we fell out of this falling wedge on the downside, and right now we are getting back into the falling wedge. So that's a good thing. We're gonna see how that's gonna play out. Also, we're gonna talk about some kind of weekly time frame, because today is Sunday, so tomorrow is tonight is going to be a weekly close, very important weekly close we're going to talk about. You can already see now that we are extended from these moving averages that are up here, the 10, 20, 50 and 100 moving average. So since we are already that extended, some kind of pullback up might actually happen. We're going to see what's going on there. Now, before we get into the charts, down below this video there are some kind of links, you know, Patreon link, Telegram link, trying to hit this 4,000 members, so join there. Like button, subscribe button, comment section, you know, just go down there, click anything, it's all good. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. I really do. That said, let's go and see what's actually happening with Bitcoin right now. So on the daily time frame, we are creating something called lower low. So this is low, this is lower low, this is lower low. So technically it's a bearish sign. But here we are also creating a high, lower high, and I'm expecting maybe some kind of a lower high here. Now, these kind of formations, falling wedges, are bullish and they should break on the upside. So that's the bullishness we have right now. But to become bullish, we have to break this trend line up here. We gotta break this trend line up here. If we cannot break that, like you know, it's gonna be bad. But right now we are sitting down at support, so further move on the downside could be devastating. It's not going to be devastating, but you know, right now we want to see some kind of movement on the upside, and we want to start breaking these moving averages and get up there. Will we do that or not? It depends to see. Like I told you, we're gonna go and look at the weekly time frame and what has to happen to today, on today's close. So we want to do two things today. Okay? Two things. If we can manage to do those two things, the next week might actually be quite nice. First of all, we want to close above this level up here, and that's sitting at where is that? 49,093, around 49,100, because that will make us, this might be low and this will be higher low. So you got low, higher low, higher low. That's a bullish that's an uptrend. That's still very good. We don't want to close below this number over here. If we close below that number, that line, then we get some kind of low and lower low, so we going downwards, right? We don't want that. Number two, the thing we don't want to close below this line. This is the 20 moving average on the weekly chart, very important line, and we don't want to close below that. Closing doesn't mean this week, because we are already down with the week. That's at around 46,000. We don't want this big part of the body closing below the 48,700, something like that. Let's put this line over here. That's down there. We don't want to close below the 48,701. But not only that, we actually don't want it to close below 49,700. So around where this number is, 49,900, because next week this 20 moving average will move all the way up here somewhere around 49,500, maybe, give or take. It's gonna be a little higher, so we should preferably close above even a little bit, maybe more higher up here, so that we don't start next week below the moving average. We want to start next week above the moving average, and that's only the bullishness we need. So you can see that right now it's very important to close above certain levels, because we are sitting so far down. That's why you can see all this you know, FUD and people being scared, but like there's no need for that yet, because right now we are doing just fine. I mean, yes, it's a big dump, but you know, dumps always happen. The problem only arises if we start on the weekly chart, if we start making these lower lows, if we start breaking this falling wedge on the downside, and so forth and so forth. If we start breaking this 20 moving average, you know, those are the big signs that are actually saying to us, okay, be careful with your money. But right now it looks, it can be bad, it can be good, but we have to see what's actually going to happen. So on the 4-hourly time frame, now we're going down to small time frame, see just what's happening right now. and we can see that we are getting rejected by the 20 moving average. That's the red line up here. So we went down yesterday and we got all the way down here. We pumped because down here we were extended from the moving averages, so we have to get back to the moving averages. So every time price extends from the moving averages, doesn't matter where it goes, you can see here it extends from moving and then it goes back to the moving average, then extends, then it goes back to the moving average. That's just the way the price works, right? And right over here we got extended, we went back to the moving average, we got a little bit extended, got back to the moving average, but at one point these extensions stop. Maybe we find some kind of bottom and then we start climbing the moving averages, and this 50, 100 and 200 moving average will come for us and we'll slowly maybe go up and climb these moving averages. Now we are not there yet that we want to look at the 50 and the 100 and 200 moving average. Right now the most interesting for us is getting just back above the 20 moving average. That's the red line down here, and if we can do that, then we are a lot longer on the way on the road up to the 43, 44,000, somewhere around there, to test the 50 moving average. But right now we are getting rejected by the 20 moving average, and but we have support on the 10 moving average, so we are not yet continuing going down. This will turn out bad if we go below the 10 moving average on the 4-hourly chart. That's the white line. If we go below the 10 moving average again, if we start going down and we start closing below the 10 moving average, then it might happen that this 10 moving average might actually push us even further down, because we start go below and then the 10 moving average comes and it pushes us further down. But at one point, you know, on the extensions, you get a break and you get back above the moving averages and you continue up. Now everybody was looking at 1-hourly chart and what 1-hourly chart has been doing, and you can see on 1-hourly chart that we got extended. We went out to the moving average, got extended, we got back to the moving average, got extended, then got back above the moving averages, and we got back above the 10 and 20 moving average and started climbing. Unfortunately and we got even back to the 50 moving average and started going down. Right now we are trying to get up again and stuff like that. So everybody's hoping that the same thing might actually happen on the 4-hourly time frame, where we at one point start get above the 20 moving average and get a little relief and try to test these upper moving averages, especially this 51. If we can do that on the 4-hourly, get above the 50 moving average, climb that one, then we might actually try to test these big moving averages at 10 and 20. That's a little bit ahead of time. Well, actually not, it's a 4-hourly time frame, but it can still happen. But right now we are hitting some kind of resistance, and all resistances must be taken seriously. So what's going to happen here, it's hard to tell. That said, again, today's is a weekly close. We have to watch what's going to happen. We don't want to start falling down. If we start falling down, we might actually find some kind of support down here at down here. Where is it? This one up here is very important support, very important support. This is mother of all supports. If 45,231 actually, because if you see on the weekly down frame, that's also this bottom down here. So even though we might actually close down here, not actually the best not actually the most bullish scenario, we can still get this this bottom down here at 45,000. And I think this is like the last line of defense. If we break this, like all cards are off the table, but there is still a big chance, a big probability that we might actually hold it and continue on going up. So right now you can just enjoy the green candles because everything got some kind of pullback. The only thing we don't have, reason we don't have like 20-30% pullbacks onto the upside is because the bullishness is so rare right now. So we have to build up the bullishness. That means going up above the 20 moving average. That means climbing back up to the 50. And the more you climb up, the more resistance is on the way you are breaking, and the more resistance you are breaking, the more bullish you have, and that's how you climb actually out of the wedge on the upside and stuff like that, right? But it's gonna take time. Right now I don't think that's gonna happen too much today. It might not, but the weekly close is the one that everybody's watching. All eyes are on the weekly close today, where this is gonna end, how far how high up is gonna go. So come back tomorrow, subscribe to the channel because we do Bitcoin video every single day, and check out the links down below for Patreon, for Telegram, you know. So we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. Thanks for watching, see you around, bye bye.